Hey guys, so this is another first impressions video. This time is for Gillian, and some people have been underestimating the power, straight up power of this hero, and oh my god, we're gonna talk about it. I was not expecting at all for the devs to release a hero like this, and in red of all colors. So yeah, let's jump right in. So abilities, average speed, not bad. Deals 320% damage to all enemies and cleanses all debuffs and allies. Notice here that this is only one hit, so it's not hitting many times, so you don't have to worry about actually getting counter murdered by Luna and other heroes that counter in this situation. So that's really nice because red does have that problem, but not with this. And also something very important, she also cleanses debuffs. This ability for cleansing, I don't know what's going on, but with red it's like so difficult to get cleansing, and we have it with this hero. So yeah, this is really nice, especially if you're fighting against Mildred. Red versus Mildred is a nightmare. So yeah, very welcome addition. While applying Soul Link to the target enemy lasts for 3 turns, only one instance of this effect can be active at a time. So Soul Link converts to a green target and links to one enemy with the lowest HP other than the target. So pretty much this works the same way as Gwendolyn, but the difference is from this one is that it doesn't do extra damage dealt when there's not only one enemy in the board. Because the thing is that when you turn the enemy to the color that you're strong against, you're already doing 50% damage dealt. But the difference is it's going to be higher than 25%. Because Gwendolyn is 25% if it's 2 targets. But with this one, if both of them are turned green, it's 50% for one target and 50% for another target. So it's in that situation, it's actually stronger than Gwendolyn. We're gonna talk about that later. So if the target has no allies, increases the target's damage taken by 50%. Conversion does not affect target without allies. So this means that if it's only one target, it doesn't turn green, but you will still get that 50% damage dealt as if it were weak against you. Yeah. When either target linked by Soul Link takes damage, the other target takes equal damage. This effect is considered as damage share. So remember guys, there's something that many people are overlooking about this hero, and just like Gwendolyn, this hero is a pseudo dispeller for damage share. So there's another big problem that red always has had, is that it doesn't have dispellers. The only dispeller we have is Juhan at level of Awakening number 5. So yeah, not everybody can get +5 for that hero. So yeah, we pretty much didn't have any dispellers. But now that we actually have this hero with the Soul Link, is gonna cancel the damage share. So now if you play mono red, you don't have to like, oh my god, this enemy has damage share, I can't attack it. But now you can with this hero. It's not complete dispels. Like if you're fighting Sidora, you'll still get the 100% defense, but damage share elimination is amazing. So amazing guys, incredibly powerful addition here. Let's talk about her awakenings real quick. As you can see, I already have her +3. I really like this hero for sure. So the +1, when battle begins, apply Soul Link to the enemy with the lowest HP for 3 turns. Pretty much the same as in Gwendolyn. However, the difference is that when enhanced Soul Link targets takes 30% more damage from stronger elements. Are you insane? We already have the enemy at green. You had me on green, guy. You had me on green. And now additional to the turn into green, which is going to make, yeah. Now you take additional 30% damage. Oh my god. This will bring a lot of consequences, and I will show you those consequences in a second. +2 is the usual 10%. The +3 is the missing piece that she actually needed. which is not only the first target it's green, but the other one is green as well. So by this, both of them being green, this means that you're also doing 30% damage to the other. Yeah, this is the missing link, as you could say, for her, for sure. Very important awakening for her. And the +4 is the usual for a 10%. And the +5, when battle begins, converts 4 non-red Naja stones into red Naja chargers. Look at the wording rare, chargers. So it's not just a red stone. Remember, the chargers is the one that if you connect 3 stones, it turns into this little crystal and you activate it and activates like a plus sign. You get 4 of those. 4 freaking chargers. No hero in the game that starts, it starts right off the bat, creates 4 chargers right off the bat. that is freaking insane, guys. Oh my god. So if you wanted to stop using the whip or energy weapon, this is a good way to start. A bunch of stones on the board, man. That is insane. So enhanced Soul Link targets are unable to receive shields or immunity to death for 3 turns. So some people may underestimate this as well, but remember that red has very few shield solutions. When red doesn't have a shield, not even a shield breaker. It has Colette. Colette does more damage to shields, but it's not breaking shields. So preventing shields straight off the bat or immunity to death right off the bat, yeah, that is going to make a lot of heroes die really quickly, really fast. So yeah, this hero has a lot of power, a lot of potential. So one thing that I definitely wanted to talk about is on the attack. I tried her on the attack and enemies die like butter. But there's one thing that you have to know about Gillian. Gillian is an extremely, I've repeated it 3 times in a row because it's very important for you to remember, squishy. She is so squishy, it's not even funny. So you have to make sure that she has a good amount of defense. I like to slap in Raphael's weapon because my Raphael weapon has a bunch of defense. And look at that stat, 705 for defense. So this will help her survive a lot more in this situation. See, now her problem is pretty much fixed. In that situation. So if you're playing Gillian, you have to give her a good shield weapon or a weapon that gives her a lot of defense to be able to survive and compete with all these incredible enemies. Because I tried her with Alia's weapon, and the problem is with red is that most setups don't create so many stones because red doesn't really need so many stones in that situation. But if you're using Alia's weapon and you're not connecting a lot of stones, she is not going to have shields and she's going to die like it happened to me. So yeah, that's my utmost recommendation when using Gillian. Make sure to give her a weapon that can actually help her survive. If you're using her on the attack and on PvP, give her Percy weapon is a good weapon. She goes off. She gets the shields. Raphael's weapon is pretty good as well because you don't have to actually connect a lot of stones. So yeah, just make sure that she survives, and she will reward you. She will reward you with victory, guys, for sure. And if you're wondering if she is any good on defense, well, if you are using her on a mono red team on defense, just see it for yourself, guys.
Fire leads us. Burn! Victor Root! Annihilate!
The power of thunder! Feel the fury!
I'll protect you! Fire leads us to eternity! Burn! Victor Root! Annihilate!
The power of thunder! Feel the fury!
Burn! Victor Root! Annihilate!
Feel the fury!
So that was freaking insane, guys. I'm sorry. I don't care what you think. That was freaking insane. And both enemies had almost pretty much the one attacking and the one defending had pretty much the same amount of power. However, the one defending had 8 to 9 stacks when the attack started, but that didn't stop Gillian from opening up the door to victory, as I said, because if she dies on the red team, the red team is going to start. The other heroes are going to start dying if the other heroes don't support her. It would have been amazing to actually see there on that red team Agony. Agony would have been absolutely bonkers insane on that team. For sure. I'm actually scared to actually even... Yeah, that is a pretty scary combination. Gillian and him there. Yeah. So anyhow, let's talk about her weapon. I'm going to jump to her weapon real quick here. Pretty powerful, because remember that pretty much all the weapons that are from Light Tower stack up to 3 times. So this weapon is pretty much the exact same weapon as Aurelia's weapon. So if you don't know Aurelia is this hero over here. This weapon stacks 3 times, and when it stacks 3 times, she's going to do 90% more damage dealt. But remember, that is also accumulated with the stones when you're actually attacking. So if you're planning to actually get her weapon, it could be a good weapon if you're wanting to get higher scores on bosses. However, for what I've seen in bosses, she's not doing so much damage like the other heroes. So that definitely needs to be tested if somebody actually uses her weapon with her. However, the main thing is this weapon is not so much intended for her in my imagination, my opinion. This is more for other heroes that are intelligent, and you slap this weapon, then they make absolutely disgusting amounts of damage, guys. So intelligence just got an Aurelia weapon pretty much. So in that context, this weapon is absolutely amazing versus bosses. So yeah, imagine you slapping this weapon on any hero that is intelligent. So yeah, highly recommended to get this weapon for higher scores in bosses, and slapping it on another hero that is not her. Well, that definitely has to be tested for sure. So what do I think about Gillian? I think Gillian is definitely a must-have hero. Why? Because before Gillian, Red couldn't deal with damage share. Straight off the bat, you would have to literally have to have your red team so powerful that you're able to lower the life of the entire team to beat it before Gillian. Now you have Gillian right off the bat at +0. You bring her in with a shield weapon, and she will eliminate damage share for you, and that is monumental when you're playing red, because red is no bueno versus damage share unless you have a +5 Su Yan. Yeah, very no good. And the other reason is, yeah, she cleanses, guys. So you finally have a good cleanser that, yeah, weakens the enemies. And fighting versus Mildred, Red has been having a feud with Mildred ever since she has been released. So yeah, you need a cleanser. And Gillian is a very good cleanser. And at the top of that, she'll weaken Mildred for you. And yeah, so yeah, she's definitely a must-have hero, guys, for sure. I highly recommend getting this hero in this situation. However, for her Awakening's recommendation, you can actually use her at +0. Don't worry about it. However, her +1 is pretty powerful, making the green target take 30% additional damage is going to, yeah, possibly kill that Mildred and other really tough targets to actually eliminate. And in this situation, and if you target this on, for example, let's see, Alia, she's gonna take 30% more damage, so that is really relevant as well, for sure, guys. But this +3, I think this +3 is the sweet spot for her, because getting both targets to be green, force them to be green, and on top of that, get that 30% extra damage to stronger elements. Yeah, that's gonna make it so much more powerful to use her. Eliminating 2 enemies like you saw in the video, yeah, that's pretty disgusting, guys, for sure. But however, if you go for the +5, yes, this will serve you so well. If you saw on the defense video that I saw, you will see Thor dying. He revives and dies right off the bat. He's not able to create shields. He's not able to revive again. So yeah, he's gone. He's dead, and that's because his stat is +5. So yeah, very powerful stuff, guys, and a good, surprisingly a good counter for Thor. He won't be able to create shields or survive, or any other heroes to survive for this. Very powerful +5 for sure. And by the way, a user asked me if they offer Artemis in the reruns, should he summon for Artemis? By the way, Artemis is this hero over here, or Gillian. So remember, first of all, that reruns are very unpredictable. This is the prediction. Artemis will be available on the rerun. However, at any moment in time, the devs may decide not to put Artemis and put another hero. So don't think this is a done deal. But if they do offer Artemis, the thing is that Artemis is also a must-have hero. So this is, any one of the two would be amazing hero for you guys. But if you have to choose between one of the two, I would recommend choosing a color, red or purple, that has the higher resonance in this situation. So if you have purple as your higher resonance, go for Artemis. Don't worry about that. She will serve you very well, even at +0. Or if you have red as your top resonance color, go for Gillian. Don't worry about it. She will do wonders for you. However, in my final recommendation is actually try to get both heroes, because both heroes are at +0. Both heroes are at +0 that will do a lot of work for you. Artemis, even at +0 in your purple team, she will break shields, do a bunch of things for you. And Gillian, well, yeah, I pretty much spent the whole video explaining how good she is in this situation and how you can actually use her. So yeah, both heroes are amazing at +0, so highly recommended to get. Both are must-haves. So yeah, guys, highly recommended hero, guys. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.